Tak, tak, tak. Jeg så det godt! Get! Holy shit, bro.
Yo, do you want to learn how to build an airsoft replica like this? Well, you should probably watch the whole video and you'll find out exactly how to build this, because I'm going through everything. We're starting from a lower with absolutely nothing in, not even screws. Real quick disclaimer, YouTube, this is an airsoft video. It's airsoft replicas. It's done by professionals. I am definitely a professional. This is done in safe environments and all that blah blah blah. Anyways, this is gonna be a long video. Get your energy drink, get your popcorn, and lean back, because this is gonna be pretty. You guys asked for it, so now you're getting the full fucking fledged version of how to build a Kaslab MTW. Enjoy. Hello everyone. Today we're gonna do a video, but first let's enjoy this godly drink. Today we're gonna build the spicy Kaslab Airsoft MTW as you know it, and I'm gonna build the very best setup that I think is feasibly possible for the MTW. This is after my testing over a bunch of years have you seen in my videos. So this is my tried and true tested setup. I will go through exactly how you build it. The only thing I will not show you is how to get this drop sock, because it's not sold anymore, but I absolutely love it, so I will still be using it. First, we're gonna build the lower of the MTW. We're gonna start by putting all the externals on first, and then we're gonna put the internals in it. I have chosen to go for this mag release. This is the Maxxmodel release. This is the mag release that I enjoy the most and that I've been using. You're like, does this give you any performance? Really? Not really. It's kind of nice, it looks fancy, and it's red. Does it make your gun shoot better? No. Is it easier to get get your magazine out? Maybe. As you can see, there's two sides to the MTW. One for where the mag catch goes in, and here where the spring goes in. Put in the spring first. This is a very finicky part, because these springs are super tight. I'm using the stock spring from the MTW. So this is very finicky. Then you take this, put it in. There we go, we have screwed it on a little bit now. So the easiest way is just to push it straight in. There we go, it's pushed straight in now. Now we're gonna screw it in like this. You're like, how much does it need to get screwed in? You want it to be flush with this out here. You know when it's flush, it's gonna work each time. The easiest way to do it is to take something to push this through, because you're gonna need to get it far out. As you can see, it's flush now. It works. This I'm gonna wait to install. Now we're gonna put the ball catch on. The ball catch is super easy. It consists of two parts, this and a spring. You're like, do you need it? Not really, but we need to install it. Put in the spring first. Make sure the spring lines up. There's a small nipple on under here. Put it in. This is the mag release, by the way. Now it aligns. Then you take this here. I have a hammer, I put some tape on it. Boom, in it goes. Easy peasy. I would wait with putting this in, this here, till a little bit later, and I will show you why. Now this is in, this works. Now we need to put internals in it. I have gone for the Gorilla triggerboard. This is what I've been using for my MTW since the very beginning. I changed my triggerboard out because I wanted to use the blue to have. The install is super easy. You take from the stock triggerboard, you take this, there's two springs and this here. You just screw it off directly. Don't break this there's a little part here. Don't break that. Then, to the triggerboard, we have the Gorilla F-Zero. This is the new version of the F-Zero. It says Polestar on it, I'm not sure why, but this is the new. And the normal cortical switch, so it fits in drop stocks. I will be pairing this with a Max trigger. You're like, why are you not using Gorilla trigger? Well, this is not the magnetic trigger mode, this is the clicky one. I really like the clicky one. I have one with the magnetic and one with the clicker. Then we're gonna pair it with the Max trigger. Is there anything fancy about it? Does it make your MTW shoot faster? Maybe, maybe not, but it looks pretty. It's red. First we want to install the trigger. We literally plug it straight into the gun. Like this. We take the trigger pin. This is very important. There's a bunch of creases in this. You want one crease here, and you want it to go this way. That means there's a crease for the trigger board to be in. So when it's gonna sit over it, it's gonna sit nice and snug, and it's not gonna move around. I will show you guys how it looks. Now it's inside. There's gonna be a little nook inside if you can see it. Then the easiest way is to tighten the trigger. Use a small screw like this. I don't know what's called a bit, small bit. I tighten the trigger completely by this time. Completely tighten it. I don't know how to tighten anything. It's in here. Now we have the trigger in it. And the spring. It's very important. Now we need to do an important part. We need to take the trigger board. The easiest thing here is to already install this on the trigger board, since it's kind of hard to get off or in when it's already in the gun. Make sure there's grooves here on each side. Make sure they line up correctly with the trigger board. When you show the lines, press it in. Just gently notch it in. There we go, like this. It's notched in. I'm gonna do like this. So it goes out of drop stock already. Now like this. Then we're gonna put the trigger board in. Gently plop it down on top of the trigger board. I will take out any pin here. Then plug down. So this goes under. Now the trigger board is easier to control when you're installing. Now we have the trigger board in. And we have the trigger spring, as you can see here, to the side. It's very important you have this up now. Now, the easiest way to install the trigger board. This pin can be kind of difficult, actually. It's easiest to do it from this way, and then you're like, oh, now it's all the way through. It's not supposed to be that yet. No. But you have this other thing here. You slide it down. Align it. Put it through. Now, you're like, how do we get it to stick? Well, we have the trigger spring. You push it forward. The trigger spring holds in the pin now. And there's a little tension thing under here. We gotta push it down. I don't know how to show this. There's a small thing here. You want to push this down. I honestly don't know how to show this on video. There's a small thing here. You just want to push it down. I'll show you. 1 second. Now it's pushed under. Now we can install this part here. The reason why we couldn't install it before is because when this is here, we cannot get the pin in correctly, and this is the side it's easier to do it from. If you do it from the other side, it's very, very, very difficult to align everything. Don't over tighten anything. Take the other screw first. Remember, this is another GBR, so things are not easily gonna fall apart. There we go. And it's also small screws. You don't want to over tighten anything in this Airsoft replica. Now we have the lower actually fully put together. The MTW is kind of easy. There's not much to it. It's not a lot of fancy stuff like a lot of people would lead you to believe. It's not a fancy Airsoft replica to build like this. So when people upsell you with a lot of money to build it for you, they're just trying to scam you. So don't fall for that. Now we need to have a back on. I have an open back and an AEG back. I need this since I have a FCU in the back. Actually here, I can see this is not as long as the last wire I have. This is a brand new wire, so we're gonna install it a little bit different. This is a good way of doing this. I show you guys actually. I always show you guys me learning, and I think it's kind of important that you guys don't see a fake view of everything. There you go. Now, we can pull this all the way back here. There we go, as far as back as we're gonna get it. Now we can take this. And the wire. We can pull the wire all the way out. Yep. There we go. Let's get this in. Remember, put it the right way down. but we're actually gonna clip your wires. And that's a bad time, believe me. Clipping wires is not fun. Now this is tightened up. You want to tighten this also. There we go. Make sure the wires and everything is tight, knit in. There you go. You can see it's all the way in. Then you gently push it in. Now we have the CPU and wire in. This is kind of easy. What I'm going to be using on my lower is the stock. This is the one that comes with the Tactical Forge, the BCM. I really like this. They're actually super nice. There's plenty of space to everything you would ever want in your Airsoft replica. This is how the lower is going to be. Now we can pull this through. As you can see, you still have plenty of space for this. Now we have the lower. The lower is fully installed. The wires, the trigger board, the trigger, everything is there. The ball catch and the mag release. Here to build the upper. Now we come into kind of like an important part. I'm going to be using the stock upper, the stock outer barrel. I'm going to be using the stock rail. I really like the rail. I wanted to get some other rails actually, but like, why not keep it as basic as possible? Let's install the rail here. There's the old school rail. You guys will probably not get that. So the rail is very stuck. This MTW have the old feed tube. You just gently notch it in the outer barrel. Boom, there we go. This MTW, I'm gonna be using the Max hop-up unit with Umbrella Armory R barrel. This is a 363mm barrel. I'm using the Max hop-up unit. I've taken off the sides. Since this is old, it doesn't have space for the size of it. I'm using a flat knob and the Umbrella Armory R-hop barrel and the bucking. It's using a flat hop bucking, and yes, I have put some tape on it so it's completely snug. Okay, let's put it in now. I will teach you guys a trick real soon. So a lot of you guys has been talking about having a little bit of a... This can move a little bit. As you can see, it can move a little bit. And the easiest way to get rid of that, for my find, and what I use is that I use a barrel extension. This is a barrel extension that has an O-ring inside that keeps it very, very snug, which also makes me have to move the barrel a little bit. Then we screw this on, I will show you guys. This is very smart, very cool, I like it a lot. This barrel extension makes my barrel completely centered. I have to push it through a lot harder. Let me show you guys here. I actually take a lot of... There we go. It's very snug now. And it will never move. Now we need to install the engine. This is the typical engine. This engine is an easy install. You just take the engine. You align it with this. You take that, you smash the engine in. Or smash, that's not the correct way to say in the guide, I guess. Now when it's in, you take the retention clip. Now the retention clip is in, nothing is gonna move. We need to insert this properly. The easiest way is to bend this. I have a new generation of this. This might be a little bit different for yours. It might not have the threaded. Now we take the contact yoke, very important, you see here. Take it in like this. Bend it all like this. You do it slowly. If something doesn't fit and it cannot get in, it's because it's not installed the correct way. So don't just smash it or break it in. Install the contact yoke here. This is how the upper is gonna look with all the internals. Now let's get some externals on it and install it on the Airsoft replica. I am a big fan of Strike Industries and therefore have a original Strike Industries that I'll be using on my Airsoft MTW. Strike Industries makes some really cool stuff. Let's install this. I'm sure there's a lot of fancy ways to install this and do it properly. I always drag it up a little bit in front. Then I drag it up a little bit in the back. So you can feel the grips. Put it on real tight. Now we have a grip. Now, I have chosen between two suppressors. This is the big ones that I want to be using. This is an SRS carbon suppressor that is made for M4s. They have a different kind of threading. I have a medium one and a large one. We'll be testing with the medium first to see how I like it. This is sponsored by Skirm Shop, by the way, the suppressors. If you want suppressors, go on Skirm Shop. Use code Kaslab. Use my link if you want to, or just go there by yourself. If you use code Kaslab, you save money, and if you use my link, you will help me save up money so I can buy stuff for the channel in the future. I have chose to go for a real peqbox. I'm using the Russian style. I will not be using this. You're like, why will you not be using that part? Well, I don't really need that pressure pad. This is a real peqbox, but I will be using it as a battery holder. For legal reasons, this is fake, but I'll be using it as a battery holder. And I'll be installing a flashlight. This is a flashlight by Cloud Defensive. Mounted on a Daniel Defense flashlight. I don't know what degree this is, but it's the one that I find the most useful to use. I like this a lot. I'm only using one of this if I want to take something off on the field. I don't have to spend too much time. There we go. Let's tighten this up. I have found this wire fits perfectly snug under here. So I can literally just squeeze it in and there's no wire now. It works perfectly fine. Now we need to figure out, because I have a lot of options I can use for the MTW. And there's a lot of options that looks really nice. But honestly, I'm not sure what I like to play with the most. This is obviously the most bolder option with a UTech and a AMD or the Spark Solar. I am more to Spark Solar myself, but we will try to set up the gun with both what looks the best. This is a Unity riser. This has no real place in Airsoft, honestly, but it can look cool, so that's why people use it, I assume. If you want something with zoom, I will tell everyone to get an LPVO. LPOs just work better in Airsoft in general. No matter what people say, real scopes, if they start too high, they're just not useful. I like to use a riser. Let's put the UH1 on it. It's a genuine UH1 sponsored by Vortex Landmax. There we go. Do I like the look of this? Let me put this on the lower real quick. YouTube, this is an Airsoft replica and is not real. This is done by professionals in a safe environment. Now we need to take this off here. This will not fit through the grip. That's how we can look with this. That's how I can look with this. Let's try to put this on real quick. Now it has to rise on. Okay, the riser doesn't even fix this, so never mind. No riser. So maybe we can use it like this. obviously, since it's an MTW, the only right max to use is the PTS max. YouTube, this is fake bullets, not real. There's nothing in it. That's one version we can run the MTW as. Let's try with the Spark Solar and see how and what looks best. Now I have this for the UH1, like the real one. I always put my UH1 on my Airsoft sights. This is a video I'm gonna make actually later, how to actually aim with stuff in Airsoft. I put it all the way out here, because with this red dot, it's easier to find when you aim. If you take it too close to you, if you put the red dot up here, it's not as efficient and fast to aim actually. There we go. Then we have with the small red dot also. I probably like it with the small red dot the most. Leave in the comments what you would play with. Would you use the UH1 or the Spark Solar? So this is the Kaslab MTW. It has Umbrella Armory, it has Max upgrades, it has Gorilla upgrades, it has Vortex upgrades. It literally has everything you can upgrade. Nothing left of this can be upgraded. Literally nothing. So, if you ever wonder, how does Kaslab build his MTW? Well, this is exactly how I built it. Maybe I want to check with this real big suppressor real fast. That also looks kind of mean. Looks very mean actually. I like it. It's really cool. It's up to you how you want to play with the MTW, honestly. By the way, best tip in the world. I know people say they love these mags. Stay away from them for MTW. The spring is too hard. It can literally hit the nozzle and give you mid-cap syndromes. Or overhop, underhop, that's literally mid-cap. So stick to these kind of mags. They will never give you any problems. And if they don't, I mean, you probably fucked up something in the setup. Anyways, this is the Kaslab MTW. All the links under will be there, so you can see what it cost and what it's worth, all the upgrades and everything. Okay, so this is kind of important. I know you guys probably don't want to listen to this, but we're gonna do it anyways. There's a lot of companies that's actually backing me, and it means the fucking world to me, so I better show some appreciation for it. Vortex Denmark, aka Estro, has sponsored me for many years now. They supplied me with a lot of Airsoft stuff. Oh wait, it's real steel actually. They supplied me with a lot of real steel stuff. A lot of red dots, scopes, and all kinds of stuff you guys are also going to see in the future. It's an amazing company. The people work there. Go support them. It's actually a really nice company. Scrum Shop sends me suppressors. I really like them. They send me a lot of other stuff that I'm also going to do in the future. You haven't seen that, and it's going to be absolutely blast. They're going to send me custom Airsoft replicas actually. So I'm very hyped for that. Then I'm sponsored by Umbrella Armory. Umbrella Armory has been there since the beginning actually. Julius, who runs it, is a super fucking nice person. I use the Umbrella Armory R-Hub barrels in every single of my setup. You're like, why? Well, it works really well for me. Sure, people say R-Hub is outdated or not, but you can literally see my videos. I'm sniping people from so far away. It works really well. So I have test videos that show it works well, so it's tried and tested. That's why I use it. Then I have a bunch of Max upgrades. Max trigger, Max mag catch, Max ball catch, Max hop-up unit. I have everything Max in it. You're like, why? Max hop-up unit is the best on the market for me. I like it. So far, it's the best. I know there's other brands coming up. I haven't tested it yet, so obviously I can't say. There's always this silent industry hop-up unit versus Max hop-up unit. I've tried both. I use Max in both of mine. It's just easy to set up. I don't want any drama from those communities. Use whatever you like. This works really great for my R-Hop setup, so that's why I use it. What else? I think I've mentioned everyone. Gorilla Airsoft, last but not least. Gorilla Airsoft supplies me with trigger boards for my MTWs. We're gonna do a giveaway in the near future, where we give away MTW trigger board. Actually, it's gonna be a magnetic one of the expensive ones. Gorilla has been there since the beginning. I know the guy who makes it, that develops it, that makes everything. I've helped him test the apps, develop the apps. I've helped him develop the trigger boards. He's a super nice person. You should honestly, if you want a new trigger board for MTW, just get it. Like, it's... People always tell me, oh, what if something doesn't work? I say, contact him. Oh, it's going to be a long time. They contact him. They write to me like half an hour. Oh, they already fixed it for me after half an hour. So, Gorilla Airsoft, great company. Love it. All the companies I feature is companies that I actually have personal personal relationships with. Then Spec Precision supplied me with the riser for the UH1. They're supplying me with a bunch of other stuff you will see in the future. They sell replicas, fake stuff. I wanted to test a fake Unity riser versus a real one. I will talk more about that in the future. It's a really cool company. You should honestly go check it out. It's a real good company. Thank you guys for watching this video. It means the world to me. I hope you guys learned something. This is the first time I've done an extensive build guide video like this. If it's good or bad, please leave tips in the bottom if there's something you wish I had shown in a different way or not. I know it's a long video, but this is Kaslab. I am a yapper. I yap. So that's what we do. Anyways, there's gonna be a build video more, a full build video. So all the tips you guys can leave in this comment section, I will use in the other video. I'll be building my custom SPR, aka DMR, that you have seen in videos that got me banned from a field. I'm gonna be showing and actually doing a build video on that very soon. So stay updated because that's a spicy Airsoft replica. It's really nice. I thought about real quick if I had to mention what everything is worth in this video. I don't really want to do that. It seems boasting or weird. Like, I am lucky I get sponsored by all these companies. Otherwise, I literally couldn't do this. It's as simple as that. I wouldn't have the money. This Airsoft replica here with the UH1 is 3,000 euros. But it's an absolutely expensive replica. So yes, take it or leave it as you want it. Do you need it to do this well? No, but does it help? Yes. Anyways, I love you all. Remember to like, leave a comment, subscribe, give me tips and tricks, and maybe you can help me build a better community. Oh yeah, also, last, if you're already still watching this and you're listening to my fucking yap, if you want to become a channel member, pay small subscription a month. All the money that you pay will be going to a channel, to doing new stuff, getting new cameras, getting new lights, getting all of this shit. I'm not using it to buy anything fancy, like, believe me. So yeah, I love you all and peace.